It's a quiet day across the tri-state so far this Tuesday. Now it's noon. Heavy rain Thursday morning, so less than 48 hours from now, seeing our first substantial rain in quite some time. We have been allowed to settle into an abnormally dry pattern over the last couple of days, but we do expect a little bit more impact on that Thursday morning commute. Yes, a little bit of rain on tap for today and tomorrow, but arguably most of us going to stay dry up until Thursday morning. Not a washout on Thursday. Those of us heading out to those afternoon, early evening practices, not too bad of a forecast for you guys once we get through that heavy rain on Thursday. So the radar image right now is not exactly quiet, and we do want to give you that first alert that the Wilmington radar is down. So I'm looking at some terminal Dopplers right now, so it's probably picking up some lower lying clouds there in parts of Switzerland County where we just have these little splotches of green. Same thing with here in Cincinnati, likely just some lower lying clouds, but we have been watching this little shower just east of Eminence, which is technically outside of the viewing area. So this is getting closer to 127 in very southern Owen County. Very light rain, but that's the only rain we're seeing even remotely close to the tri-state right now. And hopefully the radar will be back later on this afternoon where we have some additional shower and storm chances towards the afternoon. I do want to show you and give you an idea of what those temperatures feel like right now at 12 o'clock this afternoon, which not too bad. We've warmed up near 80 degrees. No one in the 80s quite yet. 77s, plenty of those. West Union, Hillsborough, Lebanon, Longwood Airport, Cincinnati, CVG, VV, and Connorsville, all at 77. Our cooler spot is now down towards Falmouth and Pendleton County at 72, but it's still quite warm to pair with mostly sunny skies. Temperatures breaching the 80-degree mark once again today. 82, your forecast high here in Cincinnati, 81 in Lebanon, 78 out towards Wilmington and Hillsborough. Maybe a little bit of rain cooling where we see a little bit of those showers south of the Ohio River later on this afternoon, but not a dramatic difference in the temperatures, only seeing those in the middle 70s. What this means for your Reds forecast today, I think most of us are going to see mostly sunny skies for the entire day, but we do want to give you that first alert that a pop-up shower is possible. A better way to say it would be a pop-up shower is not impossible, because I think we're going to dodge it, but it's possible. 77, partly cloudy skies, of which could produce a shower. First pitch at 6:40 against the Blue Jays, and hopefully we have a great, exciting game, and hopefully exciting for us, not the Blue Jays. All right, so we're talking about the chance for rain here in Cincinnati. It's not 0 today, it's not 0 tomorrow, but it peaks on Thursday morning. A 70% chance, you could argue, 80, 90, widespread showers for the morning during the morning rush. But this is good news, because once we get rid of the rain, it leaves behind cooler temperatures and a little bit of that drier air as well. So we very well could see some peaks of sun for the 165th Harvest Home Fair out in Cheviot this Thursday evening, the parade at 6. Morning showers and storms. Morning. It says morning. The afternoon and the evening look fantastic. A bit breezy though. Maybe a light jacket to pair with highs only in the middle 70s and some clouds to go around, but peaks of sun overall. I think the parade's looking better and better. We have at least seen the trend towards the afternoon and evening really dry up. Now, the Harvest Home Fair technically starts Thursday, but it lasts through your weekend, in which we do have some additional opportunities for showers, not much in the way of thunderstorms. I want to show you what it looks like here on your weather timeline. We'll start with today, in which Tuesday afternoon, most of us are mostly sunny for the entire day with highs in the low 80s. But as we see clouds thickening, getting a little taller south of the Ohio River, you might see some of these showers. A few rumbles of thunder, can't rule it out south of us entirely, but again, very light impact and not a lot of coverage with these showers, which will die down overnight into Wednesday. Wednesday, you're going to notice a very similar look, similar feel stepping out the door, with a morning low in the 60s, low 60s, and quick warm up to the low 80s by the early afternoon with a lot of sun to go around, and then the afternoon to the early evening, so about 3 to 6, we could very well see some of these showers. I mean, this model has it outside of the tri-state. We could see some of those here in the tri-state with some of these clouds that are going to be popping off the heat of the day. But again, not a widespread issue here. I think most of us will not see measurable rain until Thursday morning, in which You could argue this is an overnight event for some of us, but you're going to see this come in 2 rounds. Here's round number 1, arrives west of Cincinnati out towards southeast Indiana. So Ripley, Franklin, Fayette counties will see it first. Around 1 to 2 here in Cincinnati. Round 4 sails east of Cincinnati around 6, but weakens as it does so. But at the same time, round number 2 swings on in, and this is the heaviest impact to your morning right here, because the morning rush here, 7 o'clock in the morning, that rain expected and forecast to be crossing through 75, 71, 275. All the busy hot spots for the morning rush will likely be slowed down by the heavy rain on Thursday morning. Visibility will take a hit, might be a little bit on the breezy side as well. You can't rule it out. Nothing strong or severe, but the impact is most certainly there for Thursday morning. But as soon as we see these showers kick out and away from the area by the late morning to the early afternoon, we will see things start to calm down into the late afternoon into the evening, which is great for the Harvest Home Fair and great for the practices as well. Friday, Football Friday, it's going to be a little bit on the warmer side. So we have cold front number 1 arriving on Thursday. It will cool us down a little bit late Thursday, but quickly we're able to warm back up near 80 degrees on Friday. With mostly sunny skies, a bit of a breeze as we see some changes there in the forecast and some clouds returning in the afternoon, but notice the rain holds off until after the football games in the evening. This is good. However, the trend here, folks, it's speeding up. So keep checking back with us. We might see a little bit of rain for Football Friday if the trend continues. However, if it remains entirely the same, you might just see rain on the ride home depending on how late the game goes. We do expect this rain to be exiting the area by the time daybreak hits on Saturday, which is great for the weekend because this is also associated with a cold front. Fall-like temperatures do return to the tri-state Saturday afternoon. They stick around through Sunday, Monday and next week as well. And that makes for some nice crisp mornings too. You'll see it in your 7-day here in just a second. Today feels more like summer, of course. We are still technically in summer, even though meteorological fall started yesterday. We all know the actual heat will stick around for most of September. 82 for today's forecast high. Mostly sunny skies and dry for most of us. A stray chance of a shower south of the Ohio River. The sun set at 8:07. Temperatures will then drop into the low 60s, upper 50s with partly cloudy skies. A cool start to your Wednesday, but warm towards the afternoon. A high of 81 tomorrow, mostly sunny with, again, another chance for some light showers. I think there'll be a little bit more green out there on radar, but light, especially compared to Thursday. And so while we have 2 cold fronts in the week ahead in weather, one on Thursday and then one on Saturday, we're going to notice days 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10 cooler than average temperatures. That's what it means over there with the blue. That means we're more than likely going to stay below normal with these high temperatures. You see it here in our 7-day forecast. Normal for this time of year is the mid to low 80s, which we're staying pretty seasonable like yesterday, but for today and for tomorrow. Cold front number 1, that's on Thursday, keeps us nice and cool in the afternoon. Mid 70s is as high as we're going to go that afternoon. A cool start to Friday, followed by a warm up ahead of cold front number 2, which is going to be on Saturday. So you can think of it as like a roller coaster. I'm going to kind of show you with my hands here. We're starting up here. You got cold front number 1, brings us like to here. And then ahead of cold front number 2, you got to warm up back here. And then cold front number 2 is stronger down here with highs in the low 70s for Sunday, Monday. Not to mention those mornings are going to be quite chilly in the upper 40s once again. Before we start our warm up into next work week, I'm seeing a little bit of rain with each and every day of next week. Of course, that's days 8, 9, and 10. More than likely going to be seeing that forecast change. And even though we do need the rain, hopefully it doesn't have too much of an impact next week. All right, we'll see if I have any questions coming in. It's 12:10 this afternoon. JD's tuning in. What is the weather for tomorrow morning and how am I doing today? I'm doing well, thanks for asking. And the weather tomorrow morning, it's going to be in the low 60s. Bonk, looks like that. And we're going to see things calm down overnight. So it'll be cool, calm, collected, followed by a pretty nice day ahead with a little bit of a rain chance there on Wednesday. Thanks for tuning in as always, JD. We're going to go ahead and see if we have, I want to show you what the 10-day looks like, because it does a great job of showing you the weather story too, in which we have so many ups and downs in the temperatures. And lots of us heading back to school, so with so many rounds of rain, might be noticing a little bit of extra pollen out there, just with the winds, but it'll help with the hot, or at least where the hot's supposed to be. We're not seeing it. High today, low 80s. Tomorrow, same thing. And then there's cold front number 1, 74. On Wednesday, we drop right back there. Quick warm up back into Friday ahead of cold front number 2 on Saturday. And then that's where temperatures are going to bottom out Sunday and Monday in the low 70s. Those are high temperatures, folks. Keep that in mind. 2 beautiful days with chilly mornings, crisp mornings. Those temperatures are going to be 10 degrees below normal before they slowly but surely return to near 80-degree highs next week. So that's going to be a week from today that we're able to get closer to 80 degrees once again. So 2 rounds of rain, we can get through it, and we absolutely do need it. I'm actually going to take the time here, since I've got some extra time, to show you the latest drought monitor information, which you can see. I'll zoom in here on our area. So you can see here is Indiana, Ohio, and Kentucky. You can access this at home. This is the United States Drought Monitor. The map is released every Thursday, and it goes based off of data through the Tuesday prior. So because we're not seeing any rain, or no substantial rain today, and we haven't seen any for the last few days, more than likely going to be seeing this map get a little bit drier on Thursday. We'll have that here on 19 at noon for you guys. You can see most of Kentucky is abnormally dry. That's the yellow color. Here in Ohio, south central Ohio especially, where we see the worst of it. I mean, it's still not that bad, at least compared to this time last year, which many of us were in the extreme drought category, which is the red that you see there. We do have parts of Adams County that technically under the moderate drought category. Again, we do expect the map to get a little bit drier before it starts to improve, which Thursday will help. We're seeing upwards of 2 inches for some of us, others closer to an inch, maybe half of an inch, but it'll help. It will help. And then Saturday, more rain, and then, like I mentioned in that 7-day forecast, next work week is looking a little active. That will help as well. All right, one more time, I'm going to show you what those low temperatures look like for the morning ahead. So, or the mornings ahead, because, I mean, I needed the jacket this morning. Maybe you didn't, which is very relative, of course, but the 50s return on Friday and on Saturday mornings. But how about the 40s, you guys? That's going to be Sunday and Monday. Jackets in the wardrobe. You'll need them. You won't need them for long, though, because that little taste of fall, I don't think it's going to stick around too much, just because I'm seeing that warm up into next week with the rain chances, too. We'll let you know if it changes, but as for right now, I've planned for 2 rather chilly mornings. It's going to be on Sunday and on Monday of next week. No other questions here in our Facebook comments. So I'm going to go ahead and sign off. Thanks so much for tuning in this afternoon. We'll have the latest information and model data coming in this afternoon on Fox 19 now at 3 o'clock. But for now, signing off here in Queensgate, I'm meteorologist Erin Ashley. Have a great rest of your Tuesday.